Hey everyone, welcome to week 3 of NTI. It is a technically shorter week, but we are keeping to this pattern of every Monday having this weekly preview presented to you. This week we are continuing to think about how you think scientifically and actually starting to approach some phenomena that lead into our initial content. So you have this introduction video posted today. Remember that we are going to be working through multiple digital platforms. We have gotten more and more comfortable with each of these over the last 2 weeks. Hopefully you're feeling confident in using them. Remember that the Google site that I am posting everything on is a great place for you to go if you get confused about when you need to be doing things or what you should be doing. Similarly, Google Classroom, if it feels overwhelming there, that's kind of why I suggest going to the site. But Google Classroom has so much information and can tell you where you're at with things. So remember to use that resource as well. Work is assigned as we do different lessons. As we do the live lesson on Tuesday and Wednesday, that live lecture, there's assignments that go with that. Same thing then on Wednesday and Friday. There's assignments that will be coming out after we do that live lesson. If you miss the live meeting, a recording is posted on Edpuzzle that you do need to view. If you were at the live meeting, you do not need to view it. All of your work is then due Sunday at midnight, so that means work at the pace that works best for you, your family, and your situation at home. Remember that you need to go in number order of assignments. So pay attention to the numbers because that tells you when the order that you should be doing them. As we do different assignments on Google Classroom, always make sure that your work is attached. Don't just turn in a blank assignment. And make sure that you always click the turn it in or mark it done on Google Classroom. And remember, again, if you are ever there for the live lectures, your attendance is recorded, so you do not need to do the Edpuzzle that goes with that, but you do need to make sure that you turn it in because that's how I'm giving you your grades. Some things to remember is that work does save automatically, but you do need to turn it in. With Edpuzzles, I'm noticing that a lot of people are not completely finishing them, and so when your grade is not being updated on Google Classroom. So for that grade to be put onto Google Classroom, you do need to watch the entire video. And then again, make sure that you are participating on live lessons for your attendance or completing the asynchronous version on your own time for your attendance. Remember, there are a million ways that you guys can contact me if you're having issues. I appreciate the number of private comments that I'm getting from students, but you can always directly email me. You also can always put your questions or concerns in the Google form that is on the site, as well as the important information tab. And then I will, on Fridays, I'm going to send out the weekly survey again to remind you to fill that out to give me feedback on how things are going for you. I am also really starting to do office hours Wednesdays and Fridays for 30 minutes. Anyone can come. This is just a space for additional help on assignments or anything like that. We know the expectations. We continue to practice them. Thank you guys for being awesome with these big 5. And especially on the live lessons, we will continue to go over these. Reminder with Teams, as we continue to use this until something changes, make sure that you are logging in. So there should be a space where it says for a better experience, sign in. That is where you need to make sure that you sign in. Do not sign in as a guest. I will not let you in. There's only been a few issues with that, but just wanted to remind you. And then remember on the live lessons that if you're not making the good choices that you need to, you get 2 mutes and a boot. Teams chat is back, and when we are on live lessons, I will continue to remind you about ways to use that. I have a kind of symbolism of things that I kind of want to give a try. And as always, as I brought up, is that we need to continue to be patient and flexible because things are changing. We're learning about how to do this better, and we all just need to be flexible and resilient and patient as we work through this. So this week, we are going to continue to think about what does it mean to think and approach a problem or a phenomena scientifically. We're going to specifically start to talk about our first unit of study, which has to do with the creation of all matter and energy in the universe. And we're going to, again, approach some different phenomena to lead us to understanding the major topics and takeaways from that. So the assignments that we have this week, you have this ed puzzle, which is number 11. After our live lesson on Tuesday or Wednesday, there will be an ed puzzle that you will be completing. We'll be doing a practice version of it together, and then you'll be trying it on your own with a different example. And then we'll look at our first phenomena on Thursday and Friday's live lesson or the recorded lesson that you watch on your own, with a reflection question as well as a check for understanding quiz. Remember, always take time to check your tank, see where you're at. You cannot give your all and give your best to these assignments and this work if your tank is not full. So please take time to fill your tank and to just see where you're at in this moment and make sure your mental health is on check. So here we go. Week 3, round 3. We got this. Looking forward to another week with y'all. There.